guys, I've been running all morning. I can't seem to get caught up. Had to feed all the animals and go to the store and get all kinds of stuff, and I still forgot something in my car that Brad needs. But we got word this morning that I believe the motor is done. Carburetor, they found some foam in the carburetor. So what that means, which they had already drained all of the fuel out of the fuel cell just to make sure that it wasn't bad fuel. Okay, sorry, I had to get cat litter for oil spills. But anyway, so they drained all the fuel out just to make sure that it wasn't bad fuel. And then we got word that there's foam in it. So they're pulling apart the fuel cell right now to see what's going on. Did you find anything that looked like foam?
There's a bunch of stuff in there that ain't good. See that flower stuff? That definitely.
What is that? Is this what's in the fuel cell? How in the world? Alright, so let me see this flashlight so we can show them one more time. So you can see what all is in there. So that could be some of our problem, or all of our problem really. But they're fixing to try to get this outside and see if we can get it cleaned up. So let me see that. Let me show. Oh, you done pulled it apart, but. So this was in our fuel cell. This is some type of rubber. Like a gasket maybe. So obviously we have found the culprit.
This was in here, which is what's supposedly in the carburetor. Yeah. But the fuel filter is clean, so.
Well, I mean, we took the fuel filter apart the other day, there wasn't nothing in it.
That was last week, right?
Yeah. But now the fuel filter ain't gonna stop the brown.
It will stop all later.
Sure.
Alright, so update on the whole situation. Brad's working on cleaning out the fuel regulator and all the good stuff here. It had a whole lot of trash in it, and it was cleaned out last week. This one wasn't cleaned out last week, but the filter was.
The filter was clean last week. Now the filter's got a lot of stuff in it, so I don't know what happened there.
Alright, so working on the regulator, and then the filter over here. Got it all cleaned up, just letting it all dry out and everything, but it had all kinds of trash and dirt in it. So that's where we are on everything fuel related. He's getting everything cleaned up. They did get the fuel cell pumped out. Let's go out here and take a look at it. Alright, so they did get it pumped out. You see in there, they got it pumped out with that little thing right there. So that is all good. So hopefully we're conquering our fuel issues, and then we'll get our motor sometime today. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start working on some tires. Gotta do a couple of tires today, so I'll probably turn you on time lapse a little bit throughout the day because we've got a day's worth of work at least. We should have a good bit of footage if I don't forget to turn the video camera on. Alright, so first up, we're going to break this one down. Gotta have a different tire to go on this wheel, so I'm gonna break this one down and get a different one put on it. Guys, so I had to run to town. I've been rubbing my eyes, so it's red, that's why. I had to run to town and get a couple of things. Had to get some diesel clean, some Marvel mystery oil, some seafoam, a whole bunch of stuff. And while I was gone, the guys started working on shocks. So Brad's out in the trailer right now with the spring smasher working on those. Should have the motor this afternoon, carburetor this afternoon. All that's getting finished up right now. And I'm gonna keep working on tires. I'll still be doing these probably about 6 o'clock, but you know, whatever. Work at your own pace. We're gonna get them done regardless. All right, guys, so finally got this wheel completely done. It's got nuts on every single one of those. So that was a lot of work. And then Brad is still over here working on the left rear. Him and his dad are talking, trying to grease axles and all that on the trailer before we make the long haul to Seymour, Tennessee tomorrow. So that's where we're at right now.
Hi guys, so Dallas had to go. I think she had a wedding shower or something she had to go to. Anyway, she left it all on me. We got our new radiator in the other day. Man, I meant to show you this before I took the old one out, but the Capital radiators, they have a bracket here that's welded on the bottom of them, and I have been worried about that all week because I was gonna have to weld one onto this piece right here. I didn't video it because I didn't want to show you guys me getting mad or messing up a $400 radiator, but it turned out okay. Everything, I mean, they don't look professional welds by no means, but I got about 7 or 8 good ones on there. Let me see. Which all it is, it's just gotta be tacked on there. First time I'd ever used a TIG welder, so for it to be my first time, I'm happy with it. I guess still got to play with it and get it figured out. We got one of these right here, these prime weld welders off of Amazon, and just haven't had time to play with it or mess with it. My father-in-law bought it for me, so thanks to him, he knew I was wanting one, and I think he's been wanting to play around with one as well, so he picked it up for us off of Amazon. Got the bottle and all. I mean, it was plug and play, so so far it's paid for itself already, just about. So like I said, thanks to him, I look forward to getting to use it more and learn it more. Just haven't had time right now. So radiator's ready to go back in. Got a brand new radiator to address the heating and cooling issues. We did find, hang on just a minute, that looks like it may be the motors. So that was Brandon calling. He said they just fired the motor up on the engine stand for the first time. They're letting it cool off. Gonna recheck the valves, run it in one more time, let it cool off, and then they'll be here with the motor. Right now it is almost 6:30, so it's probably gonna be a late one. We got to leave at 11 tomorrow, or 12 tomorrow, our time, in order to give us plenty of cushion time to get up there. One thing I was going to say, we found out while we was taking the other motor out was our thermostat gasket. When we took it out Monday night, we found the thermostat gasket had blowed, and it blowed all the water out of the radiator. Or it didn't blow it all out, but it was letting water escape. It wasn't building up any pressure in the system, so we feel like that led to some heating problems as well as the old radiator. You guys have seen that several times where all the fins have bent. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and get the new radiator in the car, get the fan shroud in, and be waiting on the motor and try to get as much as I can done. Go ahead and put new fuel. You've seen us, I think Dallas done video in this morning of where we got the fuel cell took apart, cleaned all the fuel cell out. That foam was breaking down, it was coming apart. So for this weekend, we'll just have to run it without foam and call fuel safe and get some new foam sent our way. Got all of that cleaned out, cleaned the pickup out really good. Cleaned all the lines out, cleaned the regulator, the fuel log. Gotta say, I don't know why I've never done this, but this car's never had a filter on the vent hose. So I got me a filter on here now, and I'm gonna zip tie that down below the fuel cell so that it's underneath it. Try to prevent any more dust and dirt and stuff getting in there. I don't know why we haven't done that. Like I said, that's just, I guess we've never thought about it. So we do have the fuel log, fuel lines, all that put back underneath there. Pretty much all we're waiting on now is motor. Nuts and bolts are checked. Once we get the motor in, get it fired up, get all the fluids filled up, it'll be ready to set down on the scales. Once we set down on the scales, then it'll be ready to load. Like I said, we gotta be out of here at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna be a late night tonight probably.
All right, hey guys, I'm back out here. I don't know what all kind of video and they've done. Look a little bit different than when I was out here earlier. Had to go to a bridal shower. So this is what
One video.
you done one. Okay, he's done a really good job. He done one video. All right, so this is what we're working with right now. Got the motor here just a little bit ago, so it's going in. What time is it? What time is it?
8:30.
Let's see.
9.
It is 8:52, and we've got a motor coat going in. So we got her. Let Chris show you what he done earlier.
I was thinking about that aluminum on the bottom of the radiator. Dummy forgot the filler rod gets hot, and I laid the filler rod in my lap. It melted my shorts.
You dumb.
Oh, what an idiot.
I was going to a bridal shower.
No, it's gotta be, is the ground down one?
Yeah.
No.
I was going to a bridal shower, and he asked me if I'd hurry up because he's starving. You know, he don't know how to go find himself anything to eat, so had to give him. Is that good, baby?
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, this is what we're working with. So he did get the radiator in and got the piece welded that he needed to get welded. That's the first project that he's TIG welded, so that went well.
If it stays in.
Yeah, ooh, you sound terrible. Chris got the brakes fixed. He got the shocks done. What else did you get done? Did you get anything else done while I was gone?
Got a lot done.
You just been sitting here the whole time?
Yeah.
So all we pretty much like is putting this in and sitting on scales and loading.
Checking timing.
Checking timing. All right. We're loading tonight, ain't we? All right, good deal. All right. So that's the plan. Get everything in there, loading up tonight. Hold on. We will be at 411 Motor Speedway tomorrow, Seymour, Tennessee, with the Topless Outlaw series. So y'all come out. We sure worked hard to be there this week. All right, guys. So they're getting the motor in. Here's what we're looking like so far. Alright guys, so this is going to finish up today's video. We're not quite done yet, but we're going to get to a good stopping point here and edit some videos so it'll come out first thing in the morning so you guys will see it. But got to have time to edit it, so we're going to go ahead and cut it off. Appreciate you guys. We do have the motor in. Everything's going together good. I'm just working on a bolt there. You can see Brad working on that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I have to kind of look first. Okay, all right. All right, thanks to all of our partners, Warp Speed Performance Parts, Barrier Apparel Co., WJI Enterprises, Fatdaddys Crew, Next Gen Services, Vinson Race Engines, Penske Racing Shop, Gorsuch Performance, Brinn Transmission, BB Designs, and Allsouth Signs and Graphics. Thanks to all of those guys that make every bit of this possible. We will see you tomorrow at 411 Motor Speedway. When you see this, it'll probably be today. So we'll see you at 411 Motor Speedway in Seymour, Tennessee. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms.